My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Rolling over the sands, you can see spice in the air. The outsiders ravage our lands in front of our eyes. Their cruelty to my people is all I've known. What's to become of our world? Paul.
A boy.
Hey, Duncan, can I trust you with something?
Yes, always. You know that.
I've been having dreams about a girl on Arrakis. I don't know what it means.
Dreams make good stories. And everything important happens when we're awake. Hey, you. Put on some muscle?
I did?
No.
A dream come true and an honor, and get to be young actors working with a master of cinema at his peak. That's the dream come true. So, we didn't take it for granted for a second, and I think we showed up over-prepared because we did not want to get this wrong.
He's an extraordinary filmmaker, and I don't know how he's able to fit so much in his brain at once, because there's so many pieces and so many moving parts to this and so much to think about, while also, remaining true and keeping the integrity of these really, really loved and cherished books. So I don't know how he does it, but I am truly, truly grateful to be a part of it somehow. I would shadow him and just watch him work for free. I would want me to hold your coffee. Like, whatever you need. I just want to, learn from you and be a part of your creative world.
Paul's a young man who already has a certain pressure on his shoulders to one day be the ruler of the House Atreides, inherit that position from the Duke Leto, who's played by Oscar Isaac. And towards the very beginning of the film, based on the prophecy of the Bene Gesserit and the scene of the Gom Jabbar, which if you haven't read the book, that literally meant nothing right now. He's put on this path that was not predestined for him, was predestined for a young woman, and is on a journey to see whether he can right what's wrong in the universe and right what's wrong on planet Arrakis, on Dune.
Well, I think that's the cool thing about, unless you've read the books, of course, this first film, is we don't know what her significance is. She kind of is just this figure in his visions and his dreams, and we don't know if she's good, we don't know if she's bad, we don't know if she's evil, we don't know her intentions, or if she's gonna, mark the beginning of a life or the end of one. So I think that's the exciting part, right? Is when they meet, there's kind of apprehension on both sides, because to her he's an outworlder, he's someone who's just part of a greater kind of establishment that has never been good to her or her people, and to him, he's seen this person and knows that there's a great significance there, but does not know why. And that's what he's constantly trying to figure out. So yeah, there's so much kind of to if you are familiar with books, that so much left to tell, so much story left to tell, and I sure hope we get the chance to, because I know I would deeply enjoy that, and love to live with these characters for a longer amount of time, because there's so much cool stuff to do.
There's something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it. What did you see?
Paul.
There's a crusade coming. Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too. Arrakis is a death trap.
Kill him. This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one. Let's fight like demons.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I know you.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
The future. I can see it. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
Go, go, go!
Denis Villeneuve has a grasp on character-driven narratives, small in scope or large in scope. Thanks to Frank Herbert, here's a story that's on that scale, but with characters and relationships and stories. You know, and these were the things that made me want to act.
There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Dune is the story of the Atreides family that falls into the trap set by the Emperor, who is getting more and more jealous of their growing popularity.
House Atreides stands as a beacon where every other house in that galaxy is in reference to that, either as enemies or as friends. He wants to not only make sure that his people survive, but that his son is the kind of leader that he thinks he should be.
Paula Atreides is the son of Duke Leto and Lady Jessica. And my initial conversation with Denis was simply begging him to, be able to take part in the film.
The great houses look to us for leadership, and this threatens the Emperor.
Gurney Halleck and Duncan Idaho did feel like big brothers. They rib him, especially Jason.
He's the protector of the Atreides. I mean, he's definitely the head knight who watches over the family.
Sarkar!
I mean, that's his sworn duty. I mean, I think that's what any honorable knight soldier does.
No! Duncan!
I mean, that's his family. That's who he bleeds for.
Gurney Halleck is a combat trainer, and he's a warrior.
Oh, man. Now fight!
He's a very strict but fun, visceral, paternal, maternal. He's all of those things to Paul.
Paul Atreides, you are your father's son. You are my son.
Lady Jessica is part of the Order of the Bene Gesserit. This order that she's a part of, we can say, make her perhaps the non-traditional partner to Duke Leto.
This group of women who carries enormous strength and power. They are bodyguards, they are fighters, they can read people. And this is what Jessica is having to deal with, being a mother, a lover, and this Bene Gesserit.
How can the Emperor take everything we've built and give it to that Duke?
When is a gift not a gift?
Every movie needs its bad guys, and the Harkonnens are the old ancestral enemies of the Atreides.
The Harkonnen have been a very dark, sadistic family in this galaxy.
Frank Herbert created a very powerful character into Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
He just shows up and then his shadow looms throughout the film. He's the cause of many people's death.
He feeds off of fear, he feeds off of pain. He's a vicious, sadistic person.
Now squeeze, Rabbit. Squeeze hard.
Yes, Uncle. And the Fremen.
Kill them all.
The Fremen are native tribes, people living in the deep desert. They had the capacity to adapt to the toughest environment. Deep heat, massive sandstorm, dangerous predators all around.
Stilgar is the leader of the Fremen. He is a powerful character. He's a warrior, but also is a warrior. He worries about the future.
Take good care of your family. Dr. Kynes, on the surface, was seemingly just somebody who's an ecologist, someone who cares about the Fremen. But then you start to understand how much pressure she is actually under.
Paul is dreaming about this strange young woman that keeps talking to him in his dreams.
Paul.
She feels like an old friend again, and someone that wants to guide him.
Follow the friend.
Shani is native to Arrakis. She's used to this hostility between her people and the people that are trying to take from her land. She's a fighter at the end of the day.
House Atreides and the Harkonnen have an ancient grudge, and the forces that they're up against are much greater than he had anticipated.
They're on a path of conflict, and it's the moral catalyst to Paul's arc towards something greater.